Satisfactory lets you get absolutely wild with your factory building that only gets bigger over time. You can build an entire highway of roads to transport your resources and create miles upon miles of train tracks to connect your bases together. Few things are more satisfying than going from an empty, barren, alien planet to a sprawling, lucrative railroad station that'll produce more resources than any one mega space corporation could handle. Satisfactory isn't a survival crafting game. It's basically an engineering sandbox where you can put your optimizing skills to the test with managing hundreds of production buildings at once. There really is no end goal to Satisfactory, or even a story, other than the fact that you've been dropped on this alien planet to farm its natural resources for your company, Fix It. Your one goal is to keep constructing factories and automate as much of the processes as possible. It sounds pretty simple, but there's really nothing simple about the buildings you can create in Satisfactory. Though, starting out, you'll end up building really rudimentary stations that will lightly chug along at a pretty decent speed, but compared to what you can get 130 hours into the game, this is nothing. You'll start out in your first 20 hours just really learning the basics and figuring out how to place things to best utilize the power you're given with your starting power source, biomass burners. It's important to really understand the way you're able to place your power lines as your power grid skeleton for when you start unlocking new alternative forms of energy like coal generators. While you might want to go from your little base to a giant sprawling mecca of factories right away, you'll really be rewarded with going slow and learning the basics so that the late game mechanics are much easier to understand. And with all of that knowledge, you can actually build incredible giant railroad stations like this one. You'll end up creating gravity-defying stacks of production buildings, storage units, and more to ensure you can send up resources to your employer in space.
Welcome to the Pioneers Got Power Problems presentation. That was a joke. Anyway, you're familiar with the process. Just throw the lever and the automated systems will take over. Imagine all the time and effort that would be wasted if you had to do all that work as well. Some work is just better suited for machines. Phase 5 contains technology the human brain cannot comprehend, so just trust in me and Fix It policy and everything will go as planned.
Knowing how things link up through all of your connected bases will be key. That's how you'll quickly fix future issues like power failures when your generators blow out and knock out half your massive factory lines. Just be sure to stay right here at IGN.